Thank you all for joining. Thank you all the participants for joining today, and thank all the Japalis. So we shall go to our next program, that is shall have a class on Bhagavad Gita. For that, we'll have a short Kirtan. Jai Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Jai Gopi Vallabha Giridharadhari Jai Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Gopi Vallabha Giridharadhari Yashodanandana Radhajanarandana Yashodanandana Radhajanarandana Yamunatiravanachari Yamunatiravanachari Jai Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Gopi Vallabha Giridharadhari Yashodanandana Vrajajanaranjana Yashodanandana Vrajajanaranjana Yamunatiravanachari Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare जय श्री श्री राधा माधव की जय नरसिंह भगवान की जय प्रहलाद महाराज की जय श्री गौर निताय की जय हरे कृष्ण श्री प्रभुपाद की जय गुरुदेव कृपाबंद श्री प्रभुपाद की जय हरे कृष्ण. Thank you. So with your permission, I will just go to share the screen. To display the slokas. Today we are going to discuss about Bhagavad Gita, chapter 15, verse number 10. Hare Krishna. Yes, I think now it is visible for you. If you are, let's just take it a little up so that you can see the translation. Hare Krishna. Let us read that passage. Utkramanantam sthitam vapi
Utkramantam vapi
Bunjanam va gunanvitam
Bunjanam va gunanvitam
Vimudananupashyanti
Vimudananupashyanti
Pashyanti jnana chakshusha
Pashyanti jnana chakshushaha
Utkramanantam sthitam vapi
Utkramantam
va gunanvitam
Utkramantam titam vapi Bunjanam va gunanvitam
Vimudanasupashyanti Pashyanti chaksha jnana chakshusha
Vimudananupashyanti Pashyanti jnana chakshushaha
Utkramanantam sthitam vapi Bunjanam va gunanvitam Vimudananupashyanti Pashyanti jnana chakshusha
Utkramantam stitam vapi Bunjanam va gunanvitam Vimudanam pashyanti jnana chakshushaha.
Hare Krishna. What meaning? Thank you, Mataji. Utkramanantam, quitting this body. Sthitam, situated in the body. Va api, either. Bunjanam, enjoying. Va or guna anvitam, under the spell of the modes of material nature. Vimuda, foolish persons. Na, never. Anupashanti, can see. Pashanti, can see. Jnana chakshusha, those who have the eyes of knowledge. Hare Krishna. Now we shall go to the translation. The foolish cannot understand how a living entity can quit his body. Hare Krishna. Just a minute. I'll put it to the slideshow so that it is visible. Oh, still it's not visible. Okay. If you have the book with you, kindly follow it. Hare Krishna. Translation by His Divine Grace, A.C.
It is
Bhaktivedanta
visible,
Swami.
Prabhu, no problem. It is visible.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna. A translation. The foolish cannot understand how a living entity can quit his body, nor they can understand what sort of body he enjoys under the spell of the modes of nature. But whose eyes are trained in knowledge can see all this. So translation is very, very beautiful. It is the foolish who does not know how one can quit this body, nor they cannot understand what sort of a body he is in. That is, he is always in the governed or administrated by the modes of nature. What are the modes of nature? The three modes. It is Sattva, Rajo, and Tamo. And we are always think we are the enjoyers. And who can actually come out of this with this illusion? We can actually come out of this illusion is this, those who are trained in knowledge, and then they can see as it is. Hare Krishna. So the Bhagavad Gita as it is, if you have to actually see, actually gain the knowledge, then you have to get trained under the Vaishnavas, under the who are in the disciplic succession. Those who follow the disciplic succession, if you actually try to follow them, then actually we can gain some knowledge. We shall go to purport. The purport says, the word jnana chakshusha is very significant. Without knowledge, one cannot understand how a living entity leaves his present body, nor what form of body he is going to take in the next life, nor even why he is living in a particular type of body. This requires a great amount of knowledge to be understood from Bhagavad Gita and similar lecturers, heard from a bona fide spiritual master. So, one who is trained to perceive all these things is fortunate. Every living entity is quitting his body under certain circumstances. He is living under certain circumstances, and he is enjoying under certain circumstances under the spell of the material nature. As a result, he is suffering different kinds of happiness and distress under the illusion of sense enjoyment. So, persons who are everlastingly fooled by lust and desire lose all power to understand their change of the body and their stay in this particular body. They cannot comprehend it. Those who have developed spiritual knowledge, however, can see that the spirit is different from the body and is changing its body and enjoying in different ways. A person in such knowledge can understand how the conditioned living entity is suffering in this material existence. Therefore, those who are highly developed in Krishna consciousness try their best to give this knowledge to the people in general, for their conditional life is very, very, very much troublesome. They should come out of it and be Krishna conscious and liberate themselves to transfer to the spiritual world. So, Hare Krishna, let us have our pranam prayers. Om Ajnanatimirandasya Jnananjana Salakaya Chakshurumilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Shri Chaitanya Manobishtam Stapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamaham Dadati Patantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yukta Padagalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavam Shri Rupam Savata Shri Guru Shri Guru Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sagana Naguratam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakanitam Scha He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dinabandhu Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Rishabhanavasute Devi Pranamami Hari Priye Vancha Kalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhubhyev Cha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Katadara Shiva Sadi Gaura Bhaktavinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Namaha Om Nama Om Vishnupadaya Krishnapastaya Vijayapataka Samhitaraya Nama Acharya Padaya Paitapapradaya Parakata Samadaya Gargamatarine Nama Om Vishnupadaya Krishnapastaya Bhaktivedanta Samhitaraya Namaste Saraswati Devi Bhagavani Pacharine Nirvishesh Shunavadi Bhasata Vishtarine Nama Mahavadanya Krishna Prema Pradakate Krishnaya Krishna Chaitanya Namane Gautashve Nama Namo Brahmane Deva Go Brahmanaya Taja Jagatata Krishnaya Kundaya Nama Hare Krishna. Thank you all for giving me this opportunity. So it's a very, very wonderful purport and sloka given by Srila Prabhupada in this chapter 15, verse number 10. It says that we are all foolishly thinking that we are this body. So how to understand that we are not this body is what this purport is all about. So to know this, we should actually have developed our knowledge, and that developing knowledge is the Jnana Chakshusha. So the word-to-word meaning it is given that Jnana Chakshusha means those who have eyes of knowledge. So we should try to develop the eyes of knowledge, not our material eyes, but our spiritual eyes. That we cannot just like that get anything from anywhere, from any textbook or any module or something. We have to follow our Guru. We have to surrender to our Guru. We have to pay obeisances, dandavats to our Gurus, that we can please the Guru. And only when we please the Guru, then we can actually get the knowledge from Guru. That is the Jnana Chakshusha. So that word Jnana Chakshusha is very significant. Very significant means it's so significant. Without knowledge, one cannot understand how a living entity is in this present body. We all think, oh, we have got this body, we can do wonderful things. We can walk, we can talk, we can laugh, we can do anything. But how does this actually happen? Does anyone have a little insight like I am speaking now? How does this voice come out? I am seeing. How does this light come out? I am hearing. How does this sound vibration come? So this knowledge cannot be given by any scientist or any mundane people. This knowledge can only be gained only by reading the scriptures like Srimad Bhagavatam, Bhagavad Gita, and all. So I take this opportunity in the next 10 minutes. So I'll try to give some insights. So it is foolish that one cannot understand what kind of a body we are in. Okay, of course we are all foolish only. We can't say we are knowledgeable because we don't know. We have to ask. We have to ask our Siksha Guru, our Diksha Guru, Prabhu, Hare Krishna Prabhu, please Prabhu, I don't know this. I can't understand this. Please help me. It is not that at once the Siksha Guru will give you the answer. He will say, do this, do that, so that you come into a streamline. So at least he should have the confidence. Okay, fine. This fellow is asking, but he is in a mood to understand. Okay, then we can deliver the knowledge. But simply if you ask, simply he says something, and simply it goes out of the ears. That is what is happening. So what we have to understand is people. What is this? We have to understand. People are identifying themselves much with this body, not with this soul. So we know that the spirit soul is eternal. It is one with the Supreme Lord. And we know we are also part and parcels of this parcels of the Supreme Lord. But still, we are identifying ourselves with this body. We think, oh, wonderful! I've got this beautiful body. I've got this beautiful hair. I've got this beautiful face. I can talk to them. I can impress them. Yeah, all these things. But actually, this is all illusion. It's only illusion. So people identify themselves with this body. When they identify with this body, it's only for some time. They can do this. Afterwards, they lose it. They tend to forget. People tend to forget it. Okay. So, do you think this we are going to be everlasting? We are always going to live. This body lives forever. No, we are not going to. We are not going to understand like that. So, actually, the body is dying. Every moment it is dying. This moment, the body cells are dying. Every moment, the body cells are building up. So, this is what we understand. We are undergoing change at every now and then. So, it is very unnoticeable. We cannot notice. So you all would have seen your childhood. Okay, you would have been a baby. Your mother would say that, oh, this boy, he used to crawl like this. He used to stand up like this. All that. But now, can you get back to that body? So we have changed from that body, right? Right now we have changed so much. Okay, we walk, we crawl, then we run, then we walk. There's so many things we do in this life. So all the while what we are doing, we're trying to enjoy what we actually trying to enjoy. We are not at all enjoying. We think we are enjoying. Yeah. Oh, we have a nice Kirtan party. We enjoy that moment. You enjoy it. After you come out, you forget everything. You get back to your material consciousness. Okay. Fine. So this is what is happening. We are trying to enjoy what we actually cannot enjoy. Is that correct? We are trying to enjoy what we actually cannot enjoy, but what we have to enjoy. So actually, we have to enjoy the bliss. We try to, but it's very difficult. Okay, we have to get trained ourselves. That knowledge is given by our guru. So we all know that the body at last ends with distress, trouble, and then finally we lose confidence as we do. We have trained. We get trained ourselves to do some certain kind of a job, and finally when we happen to finish it, that's it, finish. Okay, now we go for a new thing. So like that, we are always trying to become. We are trying to find a change in ourselves, change in our environment, change in our workplace, change our friend, change our thing. All this we are trying to change, but are we getting happiness? Ultimately, we don't find that happiness because we don't have the knowledge. Unless we get that knowledge, we cannot be happy. So actually, it is we have always been saying that if we can come out of this, how we can come out of this situation, how we can come out of the situation. We actually can come out of the situation by associating with lively people, true people. Actually, it is said that if you associate with sadhu, guru, and people are saintly, then they don't disturb us. So this is what is the difference between the material people and the sadhus and things. When you talk to a sadhu, you'll feel so light. You'll feel so happy after you have the conversation because he wouldn't have touched you anything in personal or anything. He would have, if at all he has been speaking about the glories of this Lord, glories of some devotees or something like that. But he is not going to touch you anywhere in your senses. So that's how the sadhu actually behave. The guru actually teaches what is good, what is actually you have to develop. He sees, the guru can actually see what you lack and what you think. Actually, guru actually preserves what you have, and he gives you what you lacks. So like this, even Krishna also says the same thing. The Lord says, in this perspective, I would say the guru and the Krishna are in one line. They have actually tried to help you out of this, coming out of this material body, out of this illusion that this body is mine, this body, I'm going to do this and all that. So actually we can come out of these things. So only a guru or a person who is practicing Krishna consciousness are called as devotees. Only the devotees can give this knowledge, because a devotee is always called to be as a para dukkha dukki. he doesn't think of himself. He always thinks about others. So he tries to give whatever he can to this fallen souls, fallen conditioned souls who are running behind so many objects, like the material objects. Just a few examples are running behind to pick a big house for living, and is that all? Actually, I'll come to that at the end. So what is the most thing in was word in a day? If you think, you will say that today, oh my God, today was the worst day in my life. What do you mean by worst day in your life? That means whatever you have thought has not happened, whatever you have desired has not functioned, or like that, or it may be because of your family members, or because of your parents, or because of your brothers, sisters, friends, etc., etc. So, what is the worst day? Because we are always trying to please our kith and kin. That is, we are trying, one thing, we are trying to please ourselves firstly. Otherwise, we are trying to please our spouse, or we are trying to please our parents, or our children, or our brother, sister, friends, everything. But when we try to please them, we do put our all efforts. And still, when you are not able to please them, when they are not happy, you are also not happy. So, what is this? Why are we struggling like this? So, why we have to think? So, after all of this, we think, why after all the distress and things you undergo, you think, am I living or dying every moment? Is it that I am living or dying? What am I trying to do? For this, we have to understand we are changing every moment. Every day we quit one part of the body cell, or we get a new body cell, or this is how it is happening. So these changes have effect in our body, in our day-to-day life. So the changes, see, yesterday you are able to do something, but today you are not able to do the same thing with the full effort. Okay, but this is all because of our changing styles, changing lifestyle, changing work styles, all these things we are not able to do. So it is that at every day, every moment, that one part of the body is dying, another part of the body is newly formed. So this is the change. Like I told you, no, like when you're a child, you had a certain type of body, and now you are having a certain type of body. At old age, you will have a different kind of a body. This is because of the changes that's happening. So what we have to understand is, for this, when we are not lamenting our changes of this body, then why do we actually lament when actually we quit this body? What is the necessity for us to lament when we quit this body? See, when you're a child, you lost the child composure. No? When you're a youth, you lost the youth composure. When you're a grown up, you lost the grown up for some time. And after old age, you lose you have to leave this body, right? Then why do you have to lament? So it is actually changed. And moreover, the knowledge given by the Shastras is that people, we never die. Do you accept this? We are never dying. That is, we are the eternal soul. Our soul is eternal and we never die. We are changing bodies. Just like today we are having this kind of a pant and shirt. This time we wear this kind of a dhoti and kurta. This way, this kind of a suit and boot, like this. We change every day according to the situation. Like that, we change. But the real knowledge is, we are not here to quit this body and enter into another body. We are actually trying to get back to Krishna. Krishna consciousness teaches us how to get back to Golok, get back to Golok Vrindavan. So this actual knowledge is given by our Shastras and Guru. So how can we do this? How can we get this knowledge? The simplest thing is that we need to associate with saintly people, and actually who give us the knowledge by which we can see God. So it's very important. We always have to try to associate with saintly people. By this only we can think. So those who have developed the spiritual knowledge, however, can see that the spirit is different from the body, and it's changing its body, is enjoying it in different ways. A person suffering in this material existence. So we should understand, those who are highly developed in Krishna consciousness try their best to give this knowledge to others. Who are they? They are none other than the devotees. I told you again, they are the Paradokadaki. Those who are developed in Krishna consciousness try to give this knowledge to others. So, because it is not possible for every to go to every house, every villa, every bungalow, for the lordships to come and enter into the house, and then this is the knowledge. Yes, Baba, read this, take this knowledge, and be satisfied. It's not possible, no. So that's why we have this Krishna consciousness movement by our Acharya, Paramacharya, Sri A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada, who has started this movement to be flourished worldwide, not only this India, not only America, not only Europe, in the whole world. That is why it is called the Sankirtan movement. The Sankirtan movement enters into the hearts of people. It makes sense. You see, it's so wonderful, no? Sometimes you tune into these Hare Krishna songs that happen in the foreign countries. They go wild in the streets. They have got dancing, music, with so many instruments, and so melodious. So it actually enters into your heart. So actually, we have to develop this fear. Fear should come out. We should actually leave this fear. Oh, we're dancing in the road. Somebody is seeing us. No, we are not this body, right? Why we have to think about all these things? So we should have to enter into the movement and actually carry on this Sankirtan movement and make it successful, which our Acharya has given. So the only thing is they should come out of this, come out of it, and Krishna consciousness, and liberate themselves and transfer to the spiritual world. So wonderful subject, wonderfully it has been explained that only by the knowledge which you get trained. So once we train ourselves, we practice this moment of Krishna consciousness by the disciplic succession, by the acharyas, and then we can actually get this, understand this knowledge. Even if we get this knowledge, we have to understand this knowledge. Thank you for giving me this opportunity. Hare Krishna, Dandavat Pranam, Hare Krishna to all.